Next on Cal High Sports Bay Area, the playoffs are here, and we have the big game highlights. We'll see Monte Vista take on Freedom. Las Lomas battles El Cerrito, and Newark Memorial takes on Concord.
Girls Hoops features Menlo Atherton and Valley Christian. Section soccer finals in the NCS. We'll spend a day in the life of Moreau's Oscar Freyer and witness the incredible recovery of the California soccer player. It's all next on Cal High Sports Bay Area.
Welcome to Cal High Sports Bay Area here at the Silver Creek Sportsplex. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I'm Marissa Lovis. We start this week with basketball action from the Open Division in the CCS. The Bellarmine Bells finished tied for third in the West Catholic League with all-league guard Jake Wojcik leading the way.
The third-seeded Bells taking on sixth-seeded Half Moon Bay. Rich Forstland's team entering the playoffs with an impressive 25-2 record, 12-0 as champs of the Peninsula North. It's an Open Division first-round game played on Friday night. Welcome to Half Moon Bay Cougars as they meet Bellarmine. Open Division quarterfinal game. The Bells start strong. Angelo Athens with a corner three. Bells up 6-1 to start the game. Here's all-league player Jake Wojcik spinning around, losing defenders and banking it home. Back comes Half Moon Bay on the run. It's Austin Hilton to the rack for two. And then late in the second quarter, Tommy Nuno trying to beat the time clock, and he does. A fadeaway jumper just beats the buzzer. Late second half now, kick it out to Noah Clark for the Bells. Money. But once again, it's Nuno working hard, beating the buzzer, this time to end the half as the Cougars leave the floor up by 5. Second half now, Sam Trainer hits for three early in the third, but after that, the Bells take over. Kieran Bradford for three, and Kieran was fired up after this one. And then Noah Clark to Bradford, and Kieran was feeling it. The Bells down by just 2. The Bells get the lead, then add on. Wojcik behind the Noah Clark pick, hits the three, and the Bellarmine Bells go on to win it to advance to the Open Division semifinals to face the winner of Serra and Palma. Highlights of that one coming up.
The NCS D1 quarterfinals brought to us Doherty Valley hosting Berkeley. Cats looking good early as Trey Hoskins hits a slicing Jushan Sommer who lays it up and in. But back come the Jackets as the first shot won't go, but Sean Spikes is there for the nice tip in, and Berkeley leads 13-8. DV comes back as Hoskins feeds it inside to Gamon Sala, who finishes strong with the hoop and the harm. Here's sophomore Elijah Lair not shying away from the big moment as he drives baseline and hits the nice floater, and we are tied at 13. Cats stepping up on defense now as Mayan Salas snatches the ball away and takes off down the sideline and goes up and under for the fancy finish. Second half now, more DV as they move it quickly inside to Samra once again for the lay-in 28-27 home team. Samra will turn and face this time, drive at baseline and finish with a nice show and go, and DV stretches it to 8. Back comes Berkeley as Brian Morris takes the baseline and connects on the reverse layup to bring the Jackets within 3 with 2.5 left. Under 30 seconds left now, and Berkeley is up 1 as the first shot won't go, but Avery Bird soars in for the putback and the 3-point lead. 5 seconds left now, and DV needs a 3 to tie. They get the shot off, but it is blocked and time expires. The Berkeley Yellow Jackets survive and advance to take on the winner of Monte Vista and Freedom. Those highlights are coming up later in the show, so stay tuned. Contra Costa County Sports is brought to you by StatMed Urgent Care, the right care right now.
A packed house in Oakley as third-seeded Freedom takes on number 6-seeded Monte Vista NCS D1 bracket. We start off with Freedom, and John Ketchell, he's a player, a real heady player. The bucket puts the Falcons up 11-2, but the Mustangs settle down and get it going. Spencer Lachelle's the big fundamental, some call him three-point play there. He's really good. Now check out the ball movement for Fremont. Shante Collins to Trayvon Collins to Devin Pierce, and that's pretty good for the home squad. But Monte Vista has Austin Fidal going up strong, just out of the reach of the defender as MV takes a 2-point lead at the half. A nice little sequence here for Freedom. After the intermission, Shante Collins with the block, ends up with the ball and starts the break, passes to Devin Pierce, up and under for Devin. Turns out he's pretty good as well. Now Spencer Lachelle's and Ashton Rust playing a little two-man game. Rust with the long two, and Monte Vista takes control 34-26. And they wouldn't stop there. Off the miss, it's Lachelle's once again. He finishes with a game-high 20 points. Freedom trying to claw its way back into this one. Elijah Guy to Trayvon Collins, and that's a fantastic bucket there. but it was just too much Spencer Lachelles from Monte Vista. Every time the Stangs needed a big bucket, Spencer delivered. 57-48 the final as Monte Vista advances to take on the Berkeley team you just saw in the previous highlight.
Each week, we bring you the Players of the Week brought to us by the Hip Hop Department in Music Production at the Rikus Center.
The players chosen from last week's games, here are this week's Players of the Week.
Yeah, it's championship time. Go High Players of the Week, Rikus Center. Yo, Damari Milstead was going off this senior night. 25 points to start it off, man, lead the fight. His energy was contagious and like a fever spiked. A 20-point victory, better believe the hype. 5 steals and 4 boards, you better flee the sight. Mission Valley League champs, it was an easy night. It's like magic, happened beneath your eyes. Leave you twisted on the floor in disbelief of life. Prospect guard number 4, Howard 1, was the main engine in the game, power strong. The Panthers' only hope for the trophy was to win last match. It was the final league's championship title clash. Howard came clutch with 4 threes in the game, finishing the regular season right with his name as the player of the week and a title to claim. Those are your players. Those are your players of the week.
Each week, Muir orthopedic specialists bring us great advice on sports-related injuries. Here's Dr. Jyoti Murali with this week's tip.
Knock knees, or a valgus deformity, is most often seen in females during a squatting motion. This position can be indicative of muscle imbalance in the lower extremities, which can lead to ACL tears, patellofemoral knee pain, or iliotibial band syndrome in the hip. It can occur because of weak hip muscles, inadequate quadriceps or hamstring strength, or decreased mobility in the ankles. Focusing on proper technique and strengthening the hip and lower leg muscles is key to preventing injury and improving sport performance.
Coming up, action from the CCS in Division II basketball playoffs. It's our Togo CCS Monster Game.
And the soccer player from California High School back on the pitch and healthy for his senior season. Our Stevens Creek Toyota Spirit of Achievement feature is next. Muir Orthopedic Specialists, the leader in innovative sports medicine, is proud to present its new 46,000 square foot facility in Walnut Creek. This new leading-edge facility combines high-tech equipment, an Olympic weightlifting area, indoor turf field for training and rehab, and expanded physical therapy facilities. The new Muir Orthopedic facility features efficient and personalized check-in, spacious reception areas, and on-site digital x-rays for fast results. For the best care for your treatment and recovery, visit the doctors at Muir Orthopedic Specialists.
The Rikus Center for Human Enhancement offers a range of programs in the athletic fitness department designed to train athletes of all ages and abilities. Our programs range from Rise Up for student athletes 9 and older to Pinnacle and team training sessions for more advanced athletes with a specific far-reaching goal. Or sign up for Core and get a customized workout plan designed for whatever intensity or ability level you want to achieve. From Pinnacle to Core, the Rikus Center has a program to help you achieve your goals. So it's simple. If you've got goals, come to the Rikus Center.
It's a new season at Stevens Creek Toyota, and we're proud to present this year's all-star lineup. Like home run deals on Camry, the original Swagger Wagon Sienna, and our #1 player, better than par, Prius. Plus experience genuine Toyota service in our state-of-the-art facility. They're all here, your hometown champs, only at Stevens Creek Toyota San Jose. Visit us online at StevensCreekToyota.com.
Here at Santa Clara High School for the Division II third-round game between the Mountain View Spartans and the Leland Chargers. Mountain View, the 6th seed, Leland, the 3rd seed. For Mountain View, you can look for Ryan Hamill, the senior guard, averaging 15.6 rebounds a game to be a leader for the Spartans tonight. For Leland, as always, James Kelbert, 24 points, 13 rebounds he averages. He also has a 4.4 GPA. Is there anything this guy can't do? It's Leland and Mountain View in tonight's CCS Togo's Monster Game. The Mountain View fans in a festive mood for this playoff game, but early on it was all Leland. Off the opening tip, James Kelbert tosses it out to Matt Myrick, and he's really good at that three-point thing. More Leland, Anthony Lynn to Kelbert working down low and flailing in for two. Kelbert would have another big game. The Spartans working from behind all night long. Here's Ryan Hamill with a long three. You might want to guard him. Still Mountain View down by 4. The Chargers with lots of weapons. This is Joseph Chen for 3, and the Chargers begin to extend their lead. Kelbert again, he is tough to stop, driving strong to the rack and scoring 2 of his game-high 22 points. The Spartans make a run in the third. Givon Gooby for a top-of-the-key 3. Nothing but net. But with Kelbert on the bench in foul trouble, the Chargers maintain their lead. Josh McMillan for 3, and Leland leads it by 20, 37-17. But the Spartans will not go away. Here's Gubby again, and a long 3 for the Spartan. In transition, Leland gets it ahead to the junior Doug White, using his body to shield the defender. Oh, a nice play there. The Chargers looking to bleed time off the clock, but Hamill reads the pass and races the other way for 2. Mountain View got as close as 9 points in the fourth quarter. The shot is off here, but there for a nice putback is Eugene Lau. Nicely done there. But Leland's Matt Myrick says no more for you guys as Matt's in the corner, and it's another 3 for Matt, his 3rd of the game. And then we take it inside one more time to Doug White, and the junior leans in and banks it home for the Leland Chargers as they advance to the semifinals. They're going to face league rival Lee. We talked with junior forward Doug White after the big Chargers win.
It was a great win, just getting back to the, keep working hard in the playoffs. It's a good win.
To get to this point.
Oh, cute. Wow, great job, Doug.
To get this point, what do you guys think you can accomplish from here?
I think we can go all the way. We just got to keep working hard, keep playing as a team, and we can go all the way. We can do it.
Check out the cutest cheerleader ever. She has the moves down and is ready to go. First quarter off the miss, Yakuba Mansoray tips the ball over to Ryan Evans for the second chance opportunity, 6-5 Eagles. But back come the Cougars. Gertag Singh passes to Dominic Simpkins, who knocks one down from behind the arc to give Evergreen the 2-point lead. Second quarter, both teams going back and forth. Stephen Beatty connects with Austin Bice, who drives into the paint for the lay-in and the 17-16 advantage. And then it's Bice this time on defense. Ozza with a big-time block, and the Eagles are pumped. Bice really feeling his team in the second. He picks off the inbound pass and goes the other way for the impressive dunk, and OG is up 6. Third quarter now, both teams battling hard. Evergreen fighting at the net. Sukraj Baines gets 2, and it's 32-29 Cougars. Oak Grove down 1. Patrick Ong on the assist to Bice for another bucket, and it's 35-34 Eagles. Just under 30 to go in the fourth. Evergreen trailing by 3. Rick Rahman finds Virish Nagali for the triple and the 1-point lead with 20 seconds to go, but Austin Bice would get fouled late, knocking down both free throws to go back up 43-42. The Cougars now down 3 with one last chance. 4 seconds left. The ball looks good, but just hits iron, and Oak Grove gets the victory 45-42, advancing to the CCS Division I semifinal round. Each week, Stevens Creek Toyota brings us stories of athletes who have overcome adversity in their lives to succeed in school and in sports.
Joining us now is Jack Washer with the story of a California high school soccer star and his inspirational road to recovery.
Thank you, Robert. Davis Bullock admits there was a time when he thought he'd never step onto the soccer field again, but he's back. Each time the ball hits his foot, Davis Bullock thinks about what could have been. The senior striker for California High School started playing soccer at age 6, and nothing was going to stop him from playing.
It's a distraction from everything else going on in the world, and it just keeps my mind off things. It's just a huge part of my life and who I am.
An even bigger distraction hit his life towards the middle of his junior year, when Davis got sick.
He does get sick quite often. He's got allergies, and so he's kind of prone to getting sick, but it just carried on, and so to the point where we said, well, we got to go to the doctor and do something.
January 9th, 2015. Doctors diagnosed Davis with stage 4 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, a type of cancer not normally found in kids his age. What Davis didn't realize is his fight was just beginning. 2 weeks after the diagnosis, he had what should have been a routine surgery, but a complication almost cost him his life.
When he was in there, we just felt like his life he was just barely hanging on. And that was tough.
He was on a respirator. It was devastating to see him like that, and to see, we were truly devastated. It was a very difficult time. Very difficult time.
those few days of just kind of feeling helpless and not sure if I was even going to be able to come back strong enough to fight the cancer after that.
But in January of 2015, Davis started chemotherapy. 4 months and 7 intense rounds of chemo later, Davis received word from the doctors.
There was no sign of any cancer detected, and that's when I could kind of finally just celebrate, you know.
That day that we found out was the best day.
It really was.
This past December, Davis laced up his cleats and played in his first high school game since the cancer. The game was against Doherty Valley, when something unexpected happened.
A Grizzly goal by Dennis Bullock.
Scored the goal, and you just see the bench just clear down the sideline and go hug him. It was one of the best moments I've probably ever had while coaching.
Last year provided great perspective for Davis. Gone were his dreams of college soccer. But through his fight, he found one more chance to play the game he loves.
I didn't accept the fact that I could die of cancer. I didn't go online and read the prognosis. I didn't want to know what my chances were. I didn't want to know anything. I wanted to be able to create my own odds because I just wasn't going to let this thing beat me.
Now we don't watch it thinking, is he going to play for college, Division I? We just say, isn't it so fabulous seeing him run? Isn't it so great seeing him play soccer again? It's something he loves.
Grizzly goal by Davis Bullock, assisted by Jimmy Houlihan. Grizzlies lead 2-1.
Yeah, great to see Davis back out on the field. He had tons of support from the community. Former President Bill Clinton came to visit him. Former De La Salle soccer player and current San Jose Earthquake Chris Wondolowski came to visit him. Just everyone. Great to see him back and on the college for Mr. Davis Bullock.
Yeah, very nice to see him get that kind of support. It's awesome. All right, thanks, Jeff.
All right, One Hit Away brings us concussion safety tips each week.
Here's Darren Sidibaka with this week's tip.
If and when you experience a concussion, it is essential that you stay hydrated with plenty of water. Water delivers nutrients and flushes toxins out of the brain, which is crucial in a concussed state due to high inflammatory environment. Water allows the brain to produce electrical energy, hormones, and neurotransmitters like serotonin, which are interrupted during a concussion. A rule of thumb is to drink half your body weight in ounces per day. For example, if you are 200 pounds, drink 100 ounces a day. It is also important to spread water consumption throughout the day. The brain does not have the ability to store water. One hit away, understand your brain can change your game.
Coming up, back to the CCS Open Division with Sarah taking on Palma.
But right now, here is our Chevron Top 10 Girls Basketball Poll. Little Kickers is a great soccer program for your child. With coaches trained in child development theory, Little Kickers classes are tailored to meet the specific child's age and ability. This creative approach to coaching will have a positive impact on your child far beyond the soccer field. These fun, high-energy classes at the Silver Creek Sportsplex lead to children with strong physical skills who are well-balanced and confident. Classes are available now for ages 18 months to 9 years. Sign up for Little Kickers at the Silver Creek Sportsplex today.
Guys, I got the jerseys. El Nino. Aquí. Spray Dan.
Oh, yeah.
Don Ovan.
Think that's me?
You guy. It's $40. Can you cover that?
I'll send it to you right now. Done.
Okay, got it. So Hat Trick Rick, he's the best player on our team. You get the ball, you give it to him.
Great.
Rick.
On your phone, online, on the go, Wells Fargo makes it easy to get banking done.
All right, Don, you're on. Nope, just kidding.
Back at the Plex where the Sarah Padres take their second place finish in the West Catholic League into the Open Division playoffs, earning the second seed with league MVP Jake Killingsworth leading the Padres.
And the Padres meeting 7th-seeded Palma in the Open Division opening round Friday night.
Here are the Sarah Padres introduced for the Open Division first round game. Early on, the Palma Chieftains looking strong. Toss it ahead to Liam McMillan, who lays it in. But Sarah takes the lead, bounce it on the block to John Bess, and watch him work. Bess, the boss, down low as he takes on 2 defenders and scores. More Padres as Miles Totsko bounces it into the big man, Jack Wilson. They named the basketball after this guy. He's got to be good. Jeremiah Testa beating the double team, gets it inside to Lee Jones, who gets it to go, and the foul. The Padres lead at 19-14. The Chieftains hanging tough. Jack Brusa spinning and hitting. Palma trailing by 8 at the half. Start of the second half, Jones the alley-oop pass to Jake Killingsworth. He's the league MVP. More Padres off the inbounds. It's Testa again for 3 of his game-high 20 points. And now Jones looking for number 24, Killingsworth, who's lurking under the basket. He's a lurker. He loves to lurk. Coaches love to see this. 4 players touch the ball. John Bess puts it home finally. And then the young guys get some time as Cole Galley hits Justin Matsu underneath to Isaiah Strong. And that'll do it as Sarah advances to play the Bellarmine Bells in the Open Division semifinal game next week.
Valley Christian huddling up before taking on Menlo Atherton in the CCS Open Division. Start of the first, the Warriors' Emily Ellingson passes to Caitlin Ketting. Ketting goes down low to Lizzie Moore for 2 in the 5-0 lead. But back comes MA's Stella Kalahi with the rebound and the pass out to Megan Sparrow, and you can count all 3 of those DeBears pull within 1. Second quarter, Valley Christian got on a run. Ellingson over to Ketting. Ketting with the assist to Kiana Davis for 2, 23-16 VC. More offense from the Warriors. Nia Ellis to Ketting. Ketting getting everyone involved. This time it's Ashley Marquez with the bucket, sending VC into the half up by 9. Third quarter, Menlo Atherton trying to break into the deficit. Alana Bear connects with Greer Hoyam in the paint, and it's 36-26 midway through the third. But MA made things interesting in the fourth. Carly McClanahan taking the pass and dribbles all the way to the hoop for the bucket, putting the Bears within 4 with 3:24 left in the game. However, it came down to free throws, and Kiana Davis would make both late in the game to seal the deal for the Valley Christian Warriors with a final of 49-42. Valley Christian will go on to face Archbishop Mitty in the semifinal round of the CCS Open Division.
Service by Medallions celebrates teamwork and teammates who partner together to make great plays. This week's play comes from the Los Gatos girls basketball team. Here's Carly Palisso assisting Lauren Lacey twice and Emily Jarnigan. Palisso also drained a big 3.
Great teamwork there, just as Service by Medallion partners with its customers to provide great janitorial and facility support services for Silicon Valley's best companies.
The 12th annual World Games basketball tournament is coming up June 25th at the Santa Clara County Fairgrounds. The tournament for boys and girls ages 8 to 19 guarantees at least 3 games per team, a video game tournament, great food from around the world, and lots of fun. Contact the email on your screen for details.
Coming up, the game of the week is the final game in the NCS Girls Soccer Tournament.
And later, Las Lomas takes on El Cerrito as Cal High Sports Bay Area continues.
Hi, my name's Tony Clifford, Chief Operating Officer at First National Bank of Northern California and former San Ignatius Wildcat.
Our bank is owned and operated locally by people who treat our customers like family. You can trust us to give your family or business the best banking services from a bank that's been around for over 50 years. And now we're in Sunnyvale at 425 South Matilda.
Try something old as something new at First National Bank of Northern California.
When an athlete is injured, you need the right help right away. StatMed Urgent Care has only experienced medical specialists on duty 7 days a week. With no appointment needed, on-site x-ray labs, and private exam rooms, you'll receive the best possible care right away. For immediate medical issues to routine care, StatMed has 2 locations in downtown Lafayette and in the Pleasant Hill Concord area near the Sun Valley Mall. StatMed Urgent Care, the right care right now.
Playing high school and college basketball taught me the value of teamwork while learning leadership and problem-solving skills. Sports are an excellent way for kids to prepare for the real world, as well as the importance of staying physically fit. I use these skills every day in my job as an officer with the San Jose Police Department. Being a police officer allows me to use what I have learned while serving my community.
Visit our website at joinsjpdblue.com to find out more about a career with the San Jose Police Department. Be the force for greatness.
Cal High Sports Bay Area is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Stevens Creek Toyota, the #1 Toyota dealership in the Bay Area. Stevens Creek Toyota, it's where the deals are. By Mere Orthopedic Specialists, providing leading-edge care for athletes of all ages. by First National Bank of Northern California, delivering quality products and services to businesses and individuals while enhancing the economic environment of our communities. By the San Jose Police Department. Visit our website at joinsjpdblue.com to find out more about a career with the San Jose Police Department. And by Catering by 5, outstanding meals for your next party wherever it is. Catering by 5, High Five Pizza, and High Five at the Plex.
The NCS Girls Soccer Tournament came to a close this week with the final games played on Saturday.
That's right, the Girls Division I Finals is a matchup between Carondelet and San Ramon Valley, facing each other for the third time this season. It's our game of the week. Our Jack Washer was there.
All right, here we go. Cougars fired up, looking to run the table and go undefeated. First half action, Rachel Murphy gets the ball at the top of the 18, one touch, and fires it on goal, but star keeper Kaylee Collins makes a save for Carondelet. Carondelet corner now, Maddie Duncan sends it in, but the ensuing header goes wide, so we remain scoreless. Second half, still tied. Ball pinballing around in the Carondelet end. SRV's Alyssa Gruzik finds some space and drives it low, but Collins shuts the door again. Then confusion on the SRV side. Keeper out of position. Duncan going from about 25 yards out, but the crossbar denies her a goal, so we head to overtime. In the OT, Rachel Sparrows lining up for the free kick game winner, but it just misses. Then seconds remaining, Sparrows lines up a corner, a perfect ball, and there's Maddie Griffey on the receiving end. That's a winner. That's a championship. SRV pulls it out in OT. Final score 1-0. We caught up with the Wolves, who were, well, you can say they were excited.
What a game. Here they are, the 2016 NCS champions, the San Ramon Valley Wolves. Congratulations, ladies. We're here with Maddie Griffey. Maddie scoring the game-winning goal. Walk me through that last play.
I just saw the ball coming, and it was kind of floating, and I knew it was coming to me. I jumped, and it just went exactly where I wanted it to, and I'm wow, that's all.
Maddie Kinstream was scoring a game-winning goal. Can you put into words what that means for you and this team?
I honestly can't. It was just so exciting, and we've been working for this moment this whole season, and we finally got it, and it just feels so good.
In the middle here, Rachel Sparrows, who sent in the game-winning goal. I mean, you were like, Chinese firefighter. You're trying to get the ball, and to do it in such a quick time, and to put a perfect ball like that. I mean, what's going through your head when you're just going to get the ball?
Well, I was really nervous because I hear the girl say 20 more seconds, and I'm like, oh my God, we have no more time. So then I just placed it, and I just hit it, honestly, and then Maddie was there to finish it. So yeah.
Over here, Olivia Torres, one of the leaders on this team. Olivia, talk about your coach, Mark Jones, the job that he has done with this team this year, and what did he really say at halftime to really kind of push you guys to victory today?
Well, first of all, he's the best coach ever, and he keeps this team united as one, and he's really positive always and keeps the spirit up, and we honestly couldn't do it without him this season, couldn't have done anything without him. So yeah, halftime, I wasn't there for halftime because I was injured, but he probably said that was the best half that we've had all season because I thought we had so much energy. That's exactly what okay. And yeah, we brought it to them, and I think we came on top. Well, we obviously came on top, so yeah.
Well, there you go. Where's the trophy? Where's the trophy? That's what you get when you win the SCS Champions. One more thing, ladies, where are you going?
Out to the pitch for CCS soccer action, 4th-seeded Valley Christian against 13th-seeded Leland. First half, we start off with Brooke Zetter from Valley controlling the bar. She lets it fly, and Brooke is going to Pepperdine next year. That is why. Then Leland on the attack. Perfect ball up to the runner, but Kayla Ryan turns on the Jets to take the ball away and avoid a shot on goal. Valley Christian again pressing the issue. This time it's sophomore Orion Addison. Look at the ball control. Only a 10th grader, 2-0 Warriors. Then it's another strike in the first half. Brooke Zetter over to Nicole Carson, and that makes it 3-0. Carson going to UC Davis next year. This is a very talented Valley Christian squad. Lots of shots on goal for Valley, but Leland keeper Brianna Bertelin was tough much of the afternoon. A nice save there, but the Warriors kept the pressure on. Kaylin Nanez with the corner kick finds the noggin of Addison. Once again, she finishes with 2 goals and an assist. And to finish it off, we'll take a look at VC keeper Rachel Holland. Quite an athlete, making a leaping save there as Valley Christian advances with the 4-0 win. Lexus of Stevens Creek presents the Volunteer Award each week. This award honors student athletes who volunteer in the community.
This week's Lexus of Stevens Creek Volunteer Award goes to Caroline Brassart from Los Gatos. When Caroline isn't playing basketball, she is volunteering at a variety of events. She is a part of Shining Stars, an organization pairing high schoolers with kids who have disabilities for a night, playing sports and eating dinner together. Caroline also organized an MS walk and is a leader for underclassmen, helping teach them about the challenges they might face in high school. Caroline talks about why it's so important for her to volunteer.
It's important for me to volunteer at the high school with peer care education because I feel like it brings the underclassmen and upperclassmen together, so we're more of a high school and there's no division between the classes.
Coming up, Las Lomas and El Cerrito meet in the NCS Division II bracket.
And we spend a day in the life of Moreau Catholic basketball star Oscar Freyer next.
Cal High Sports Bay Area is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Stevens Creek Toyota, the #1 Toyota dealership in the Bay Area. Stevens Creek Toyota, it's where the deals are. By Mere Orthopedic Specialists, providing leading-edge care for athletes of all ages. By First National Bank of Northern California, delivering quality products and services to businesses and individuals while enhancing the economic environment of our communities.
The El Cerrito Gauchos come into the NCS Division II bracket as the 3rd seed with dynamic forward Saeed Pritchett leading a talented team.
He is dynamic.
Very dynamic.
I've heard that. The Gauchos taking on 6th-seeded Las Lomas. The Knights at 16-11, earning the 6th seed and looking to upset El Cerrito Friday night.
El Cerrito getting way down low for introductions as they take on the visiting Las Lomas Knights in the second round matchup. Early first, Trey Gray dishes it over to Saeed Pritchett at the top of the key, and he will pull up and watch it dance all around the rim and finally fall in for the three-pointer. Devin Payne takes an inbound pass and hits Tanner Wallace on a give and go to the rim, making a layup with some contact as he slides past the hoop. Off a steal here, the Gauchos look to push the ball up the court to Pritchett, who feeds a driving Trey Gray going up hard, making the basket and drawing the foul with a chance for a three-point play to open up an El Cerrito lead. The Knights would close the gap. Jason Holman gets the ball well beyond the arc. He will pull up for a three-point heave, and it's nothing but net from NBA range, and Las Lomas ties the game. Knights still hanging around. Rob Prince drives all the way to the hole. His first attempt misses, but Will Johansson is right there to clean up the boards and get the putback layup with a foul. But El Cerrito's pace would be too much down the stretch as Gray manages to grab the long pass and take it straight to the rim for the layup as the 3rd-seeded Gauchos beat the Knights by a final score of 86-69 and advance to the Division II NCS semifinals.
The Newark Memorial girls getting ready for their NCS game against Alameda. Behind the back dribble from Haley Nelson, trips up the defense. She shoots long and sinks the three. That's a rainbow jumper. Nelson driving in now, feeds it out to Tyler McNeil with a shot. It's 3 more for the Cougs, and Newark Memorial has a 17-6 lead in the second. Under the basket now to Lisa Berthold, using her height to snag the ball. Up and 2 as Alameda starts to come back. Turning up the heat, it's Tiara Banford dropping in the 3. Newark Memorial keeping the lead 32-26 in the third. Here's a pass to Stephanie Fong, taking the shot unchallenged, picks up 3 for the Hornets. And now Nelson intercepting a pass for Newark Memorial, driving it all the way down the court, drawing the foul, puts it up and in. It's an acrobatic layup there. Here's Jane Rouser, says I can do that too, taking it all the way to the hoop for the clean 2 points. Alameda now down by 6, but the Hornets with a huge comeback, they take the lead here in the fourth. A quick jumper from Tatiana Kelly, 48-44, and then Rouser closes it out with another great drive. A tight game, but Alameda takes it home. Alameda gets the win and advances to take on Acalanes in the D2 semifinals next week.
Each week we go inside Cal High Sports with athletes who are outstanding for a variety of reasons.
Marissa, this week we head to Hayward to find out what it's like to be Oscar Freyer for an entire day. Today is a huge day in the life of Moreau Catholic basketball star Oscar Freyer. As he gets ready for school, his mom Bianca gets her signs all organized for tonight's big game on senior night for Oscar.
Many tears. I've been traveling with Oscar for about 10, going on 11 years now. I'm a very proud mom.
Oscar's goal is to be at school at 7:30. His mom puts together a traveling breakfast of a bagel and smoothie, and Oscar is on his way. Today is a big day for many reasons. Not only will Oscar announce where he will play in college next year, but tonight's game against Newark Memorial is for the league title. Oscar's day begins with a wake-up call at 6:30. He's out the door just after 7. It's a short ride from Oscar's Hayward apartment to Moreau Catholic High School, just a few miles away. Oscar had initially committed to Cal, but changed his mind and went through the process all over again. He says the second time was much easier.
Stressful? Not really, but I've been through the process before, so it was kind of simple making a second decision because I know what I know what I look for, and I've seen the highest schools. I've seen Cal, I've seen the Kentuckys, I've seen the Dukes. I've visited those places, and it's a great opportunity to get to go see these other schools like Grand Canyon and Nevada. It's a great opportunity for those.
At school, Oscar gathers with friends in the school library, getting ready for his first class.
You too, okay.
Just before 8 o'clock, Oscar heads off to his English composition class. Oscar's school day is underway. He'll be in classes until 12:45 when he breaks for lunch. The lunch period goes quickly as Oscar meets in the cafeteria with some of his teammates as they talk over the game and how they will spend their time before the game. Oscar will go home, then come back to school at 4:30, 3 hours before the big game. Missing tonight will be Oscar's father, who was killed in a car accident when Oscar was just 7 years old.
It affected me a lot because growing up, I had a lot of friends and they all had 2 parents to wake up to in the morning. I only had 1. But now that I'm older, I realized that it doesn't really matter. My mom is doing a wonderful job, and I applaud her for everything she does.
His head coach, Frank Knight, has worked at least in part to fill that role.
And he was kind of looking for somebody to kind of, be a father figure to him, somebody who could give him advice, not be his father, but just somebody he could talk to about important things and lean on and bounce ideas off of. And that's the relationship me and Oscar have had.
Pre-game is tense and fun all at the same time. The team is trying out trick shots to pass the time before the game begins. As Oscar gets ready, the fans begin to arrive outside the gym. A sold-out crowd waiting for the doors to open nearly 2 hours before game time. The crowd begins to pile in as the senior night activities begin 1 hour before game time.
Next up, Oscar Frayer.
Oscar is introduced along with his mom and older sister. He gets a hug from Coach Knight and joins his fellow seniors at center court, players he has known and played with for so many years. This will be their last home game together. A win would mean a league title. A loss means second place.
Saying you're the best team in the Mission Valley 2 years in a row, setting up for us going into the North Coast section and then into the Open Division. This is your legacy. Take it.
The game starts well for Oscar as he scores the first basket of the game and has 4 early points. But Frayer gets into early foul trouble with 2 quick fouls and is forced to leave the game. Oscar's absence helps keep the game tight through the first half. The Mariners have a 6-point lead at halftime. Coach Knight is looking for more.
Now we got to grind it out, okay? Possession by possession, playoff basketball. Lock your guy up, block your guy out, 5 to the glass, we get it and go.
The second half starts with a Newark Memorial run, but Oscar's putback dunk gives the Mariners the momentum once again. Oscar battles through the second half. He cramps up late in the third, but is back in the game in the fourth. Oscar's basket with 3 minutes to play gives Moreau a 14-point lead, and the league title is in sight. When Terrell Brown throws down a monstrous dunk late, the league title belongs to the Mariners once again. Oscar does not celebrate. He quietly goes over to shake hands with his opponents, giving his respect to a worthy opponent. Then, moments later, he announces where he will play next year.
I'm proud to announce that I committed to Grand Canyon University.
Oscar will go and try and grow a program in college similar to what he has done at Moreau Catholic.
I'm going to miss everyone here. I love Moreau. I love everything about Moreau. I love the people here. It's something I'm definitely going to miss.
The ending to a very long day for Oscar, but one he will remember for the rest of his life.
Thank you for spending the day in the life of Oscar Frayer.
So Oscar going to Grand Canyon University next year, really a rising program, and hopefully he'll be able to help them do as well as Moreau Catholic is doing right now.
Yeah, it's been great to watch him grow through the seasons over the past 4 years.
Yeah, and he can fly.
He can fly. I wish I could fly. All right, Synergy Environmental Solutions cleans up environmental hazards, asbestos, mold, and all the dirty work for Bay Area schools, corporations, and homes. So each week, Synergy honors honors the athletes who do the dirty work on the field.
This week doing the dirty work is Brianna Schreiber making saves left and right for Foothill. The Falcons eventually go on to win in overtime. Brianna Schreiber doing the dirty work just like Synergy Environmental Solutions. Lots of ways to keep in touch with us during the week. You can find all of the elements to our show on our YouTube site. There's a tab on the site on our CalHighSportsBayArea.com website. Be sure to subscribe while you're there to get updates on new videos.
You can buy DVD copies of every game you see on the show tonight. Just go to our CalHighSportsBayArea.com website and order your game right there. And of course, follow us on Twitter. Our handle is at CalHighSportsBA. We now have over 11,000 followers. Coming up, the Togo's NCS Monster Game as Monte Vista battles San Ramon Valley.
And later, Newark Memorial in a playoff tussle with Concord. You're watching Cal High Sports Bay Area. Club Sport at the Silver Creek Sportsplex is fitness for the entire family. Mom can feel secure in one of 120 individual fitness classes while the children play in the Child Care Center or learn to swim in the Club Sport pool. Dad gets a great workout in the state-of-the-art cardio and weight training area. Classes range from Zumba to aquatics and everything in between. No matter what your fitness goals are, Club Sport welcomes everyone. Club Sport San Jose has something for the entire family. Devcon Construction is #1 in the Bay Area and Silicon Valley because of trust. 95% of our business comes from repeat customers. They know the customer is our top priority. That's why Devcon was the choice for the 49ers' new stadium and for the new Earthquake Stadium. Devcon was also chosen when outstanding schools like Bellarmine, St. Francis, St. Ignatius, and Mitty wanted the very best, on time and on budget. Top Bay Area companies know Devcon is the best choice whether it's new construction or renovation. Devcon Construction, helping to build the best in Silicon Valley.
I definitely got a lot faster. A couple days after I did my first class, I improved my 60 time at a showcase by 0.3 seconds, which is outstanding. Well, definitely working on the form component. I usually run upright where you're supposed to have your chest at a 45-degree angle. We worked on that and worked on it until I could actually feel myself when I did something wrong. But definitely that improved 60 time helped, and a lot of coaches came up to me and talked to me after that. It doesn't matter whether you're the biggest guy or the smallest guy in the gym. You're always treated the same, and it's just a great place to be.
This is our team, our city, our goals. This is our home, and there's just no place like it.
This is Dr. Michael Miklich of Muir Orthopedic Specialists on the sideline with the Monte Vista High School Mustangs. And you're watching Cal High Sports Bay Area.
Welcome to Dublin High School today. It is the biggest game in the NCS Division I soccer season between two traditional powers. They know each other well. It's a big rivalry. The Monte Vista Mustangs and the San Ramon Valley Wolves. Monte Vista comes in as a 5 seed. They had a very tough way to get their way to the championship game. They had to beat #1 in their previous game. San Ramon Valley, meanwhile, is the #3 seed. They are back in the NCS championship game. They are trying to go back-to-back in that regard. Like I said, it is the biggest game of the year, so let's get right to it. The introductions are just about done. It's the Monster Game.
Starting early in the first, San Ramon Valley's Ryan Auerhahn with the nice ball out front, but Monte Vista keeper Jacob Bauer is there with the sliding save. And then it's the Mustangs' turn. Simon Fuentes with the try from distance. Nice shot, aiming for the far corner, but big Jacob Wright uses his head to deflect the ball away. Second half now, and things getting physical as Johnny Cox gets taken out by Bauer on the save. And then it's more of the same. Long pass from Wright, gets headed, then Cox will get another look at his score, but Bauer is there once more. He's really good. Now look at the moves of Simon Fuentes, so light on his feet, working in tight spaces, but his shot will just sail over keeper JT Nietzsche's net. 4 minutes left in regulation now, and the Mustangs' Peter Davis with a nice cross to Jordan Quick, but Jackson White stops it, but 2 minutes left until overtime. Jonas Skolstad with a nice shot on goal, deflected twice, and Kyle Colonna is there to tap it in, and there was much celebration. Huge moment for the junior mid. Then just 2 minutes later, the game is over, and Monte Vista is your new NCS Division I champions. Fans stormed the field in a beautiful moment. Shout out to Wills Martin, who was injured for the Stangs in this game, but this moment belongs to Kyle Colonna and his big score.
Well, I mean, it was a little deflection that happened off of the keeper, off of the cross, and I was just able to get a little touch on it and put it in the back of the net. But it was unreal. I definitely, it was a feeling like no other. Looking out in the crowd, it was very cool. I mean, it was great seeing all the fans that came out, but once in a lifetime kind of thing.
In Dublin with the Togo's Monster Game, I'm Taylor Lambert, Cal High Sports Bay Area.
The Midi Monarchs getting fired up, getting ready to take on Los Gatos in the second game of the CCS Open Division. First quarter West Catholic League MVP Maddie Holland making her presence felt, knocking down the jumper, score 4-2 early. And then it's Midi running their offense to precision. Helena Hill to Janae Anderson for 3 to go up by 6. But here comes Los Gatos. Carly Paliso up to Corey Ciandel. Down low to Emily Jarnigan. Great effort by the Wildcats right there. However, Helena Hill with the rebound and pass to Haley Jones. Jones doing her job down low, finishing at the rack, increasing the lead 28-12. Monarchs still going strong in the second. Charisma Ortiz spots a wide open Hill behind the arc. Helena having herself a night, part of her game high 23. And after intermission, despite the big deficit, Los Gatos continue to fight. Josie Despars connects with Ciandel. Ciandel takes matters into her own hands and not only gets the bucket, but the and one. But just too much Midi in this one. Off the miss, it's Holland with the rebound and pass to Talia Garza for 2. And the Monarchs cruise to victory 78-40. While they will face Valley Christian, who you saw earlier in the show. Helena Hill leading the way with 23.
The girls soccer team from Menlo Atherton had an outstanding regular season this year.
The Bears getting ready for playoffs by meeting with our Ryan Black at the Rikus Center this week.
We're here at the Rikus Center in Menlo Park on Edison Way. The Rikus Center, where goals are achieved.
Here they are, the top seed in the Division I CCS playoffs, the Menlo Atherton Bears. Let's meet them. I'm here first with Katie Gwennon, the leading scorer on the Bears. 18 goals in 17 games. How have you been able to find the net so often this season?
Just great service from my teammates.
All right, always got to throw the teammates a bone, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, over here in the middle, we're with Talia Misson. Talia, you had the second goal in the big win last week, right, to put it 2-0 over the big league rival in Woodside. Talk about what it was like going out in your senior day with that big win.
You know, I think we were all just so excited, and we all had that motivation. We've played Woodside a lot of times. We've never really gotten that win, and we were all looking for that on our senior night, and we were able to pull it off. So it was super exciting.
And over here, I'm with Molly Briggs, a defensive midfielder. Talk a little bit about the defense. You come into the playoffs on a 4-game winning streak. 19 goals in those 4 games, but also 0 goals allowed. Talk about the defense in those last 4 games.
We have a really strong defensive line, and I'm really proud to be a part of the midfield that also helps with the defensive part. And we have really good passes to each other, and we switch it a lot, which helps. And we're really solid this year, so that's great.
All right, awesome. Like I said, they are the number 1 seed in the Division I playoffs. We'll be following them closely in their quest to that CCS crown. Ladies, take us out with a cheer.
Coming up, Newark Memorial takes on Concord in the NCS Division II basketball playoffs.
But first, here is our Chevron Top 10 Boys Basketball Poll.
Cal High Sports Bay Area is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Wells Fargo, proud sponsor of the Game of the Week. By Lexus of Stevens Creek. Lexus of Stevens Creek is once again sponsoring the Volunteer Scholarship Award. 5 scholarships worth a total of $10,000 will be handed out at the annual Cal High Sports Banquet. By Tony and Alba's Pizza and Pasta. Come check out our sports event packages. And by the Rikus Center, where goals and dreams become a reality.
The Concord Minutemen enter the NCS playoffs as Diablo Valley League champs and the 4th seed in the Division II bracket.
Concord taking on 5th seed in Newark Memorial. The Cougars finishing 2nd in the Mission Valley League and looking to keep their season alive Friday night.
NCS D2 action, it's Newark Memorial and Concord. First half action, Concord's DeAndre Morgan whipping it into Drew Solis. Solis hits the fadeaway to put the Minutemen up early. More great Minutemen passing here. Romeo Campbell fires one to Markel McCoy for the easy 2. Concord up by as many as 7, but here comes Newark. Dakari Brown, he's a good one, pulls up for 3 and gets the ever rare shooter's roll from deep. And then in the second half, the Cougars continuing their push. Kevin Karaman leading the break, eventually ends up in the hands of Brown for the lay-in, and Newark Memorial regains the lead. Newark continuing to turn great defense into offense. Brown with the steal there. Singh gets the ball all the way in and lays it home as Newark Memorial is in control now. Fourth quarter off the miss. Lavelle Shackelford throws it ahead to Maze Boyd. Boyd going up and throwing it down with authority. Cougars up by 7. Concord hanging around. Tyrone Kazon maneuvering around multiple defenders. 2 points. Gets the Minutemen within 5, but Newark Memorial puts it on ice here. Brown going coast to coast for the lay-in and the foul. Brown finishing with 30 points on the night, helping the Cougars to the 63-54 win. The Cougars will take on Montgomery in the NCS D2 semifinals.
Back to the pitch, first round CCS action between Westmore and Los Altos. First half off the throw, and it's Ahmed Farah heading one home in traffic to put the Rams in front 1-0. Late in the first half now, Los Altos looking for the equalizer. Lars Jonik goes to Brian Giron. Shot is saved by the keeper, but Matthew Carroll is right there to put it home, and we go into halftime tied 1-1. Second half, Eagles opened up the floodgates. Ryan Ratner breaks down the left side. He turns on the Jets, then beats the keeper far post 2-1 Los Altos. Then it's Edwin Hernandez, fresh off the bench, getting the ball in space, and with just a rip of the right foot, he blasts it home to make it 3-1 Los Altos. And just for good measure, the Eagles add one more as Jonik goes to Edgar Morales in the middle for the fourth goal of the game, third of the half for Los Altos as they go on to win this one 4-1, advancing to the next round of CCS.
The team captains getting acquainted before this NCS quarterfinal matchup, Dublin and Pittsburgh. First quarter, the Pirates come out rocking with a Suvanya Kuka bucket. Pittsburgh ends the first on an 11-4 run. The Pirates would continue to outplay Dublin here. Adora Buggs picks up the loose ball, pulls up, and extends the black and orange lead to 24-12 at the half. But it would be a different story in the third. The Gales wake up with Mel Fanau's triple, and they'll go on to take the lead and never look back. Dublin down by 12 points in the first half comes all the way back to take the lead. Lasila Fanal scores an easy 2 to extend the home court team's lead. Dublin scoring 21 points in the third while limiting the Pirates to just 4. By the fourth, the Gales put on a show for their fans. Lasila Fanal splits the defense with a dime to Tiaja Andrews for the lay-in, and here Alana Yee drains a long 2. The 18-9 Gales had a 13-point lead over Pittsburgh late in the fourth. And Andrews again going hard to the paint, gets a tough 2, and the Gales go on to win it. A terrific comeback, 56-40 to final. Dublin will be on the road to take on Castro Valley on Wednesday.
DGDG.com is with us every week featuring a play that made everyone happy. This week's Be Happy play goes to the Los Altos Eagles. You just saw the highlights and you couldn't help but notice the excitement from the Eagles. 4 goals and a victory can't help but make the Los Altos Eagles happy in this week's Be Happy play. Go to DGDG.com to see how you can be a happy car buyer.
Coming up, it's the play of the week. Here's one of the contenders. We'll announce the winner next.
But first, here's this week's training tip by our good friends at the Rikus Center.
Hey, I'm Coach Steph with the Rikus Center, and for today's sports training tip, we're going to talk about lateral band walks. So my student has her TheraBand around her ankles, her feet are shoulder width apart, and she's going to maintain tension through the TheraBand the whole time. Now she's going to take a step out with the leading foot, and the back foot is going to trail. And she's going to maintain that tension the whole time. She should feel this in her glutes. Now to make this exercise a little bit harder, she's going to drop down into a 3/4 squat and keep this squatted position and do her steps.
The winner of the play of the week will receive an invitation to our end of the season awards banquet May 23rd at Levi's Stadium, thanks to the San Francisco 49ers.
Right around the corner.
Which is nice.
Yes, it's approaching fast. Here it is, the play of the week.
Play of the week.
We start with Leland's Rachel Holland with a terrific save in the Leland's CCS playoff game. Here's another CCS playoff soccer game. Los Altos forward Edwin Haranda with a terrific goal there, and they were happy about that. Maddie Holland doing work for the Midi Monarchs. This team is pretty good, just one of the best in the country. Newark Memorial's Maze Boyd. He gets the pass up ahead, and Maze Boyd is going to go up and rip it down. Here's Austin By saying we can slam in San Jose too. As Austin gets the ball, he steals it and rips it home. Kyle Colonna, Muy Colonna for Monte Vista, gets the deflection off the rebound and scores the winning goal for the Mustangs. But the play of the week goes to Trayvon Collins from Freedom, up and under the basket and one. A terrific, acrobatic, sensational play for Freedom's Trayvon Collins for this week's Play of the Week. That's the Play of the Week, and that's Cal High Sports Bay Area for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I'm Marissa Levis. Join us next week when we have full coverage from the NCS and CCS basketball finals. We'll see you then.